The COVID-19 pandemic has blown holes through government budgets, big and small, leading to furloughs or layoffs for thousands. But in the wake of those cuts, is everyone sharing in their sacrifice? Here's 7 investigator Ross Jones.
We're going to run a significant deficit this year.
2 months of the COVID-19 pandemic left a mammoth hole in Wayne County's budget, a $152 million shortfall that County Executive Warren Evans is now scrambling to fill.
In order to make up that shortfall, we're going to have to do a significant number of things to cut our expenses.
3 weeks ago, Evans announced deep cuts to county personnel. 227 employees would either be laid off or furloughed. More than 600 positions would go unfilled. The employees affected include some of the county's lowest paid, from clerical workers to painters, typists, and service workers. Even before the pandemic, many of them were already struggling.
We have members making from anywhere from $18,000.
Darlene Buffington is president of AFSCME Local 1659.
Our members were in dire straits. They're the lowest paid scale out of all of the counties.
While the pandemic has some of the county's lowest paid feeling the pain, those at the top have yet to give up a dime. County Executive Warren Evans hasn't taken a cut to his more than $170,000 a year salary.
COVID-19 is devastating our revenues.
Nor has Assistant CEO Khalil Rahal. Last summer, he received a 20% pay increase from just over $130,000 a year to $160,000. He's one of 5 of Evans' top staffers to see big raises last summer.
But, none of us saw this coming.
In Oakland County, the financial picture isn't nearly as dark, but today we learned that 47 county employees have been furloughed and 153 are on reduced schedules. A spokesman for County Executive Dave COULTER says the cuts only affect court-related employees and aren't due to a financial hole, but because the county courts have largely been shut down, only performing essential business.
We're tightening our belt and keeping a close eye on what's happening.
But while 200 of his employees have taken cuts, CEO Dave COULTER has not tightened his own belt, still receiving a more than $200,000 a year salary.
We tried to set this tone that says in the city of Detroit, you're not in it alone.
Compare that to what we saw at the city of Detroit, where on the same day Mayor DUGGAN announced furloughs and layoffs, he instituted a 5% pay cut for himself and everyone making over $125,000, 100 city employees in all.
I know how important it is for our leaders to lead by example.
And weeks before announcing layoffs of state employees, Governor Whitmer cut her pay by 10% and her executive staff by 5%.
There has to be a shared sacrifice.
David Skillman represents Wayne County workers now on furlough. Workers, he says, who are willing to do their part in tough times, so long as they aren't doing it alone.
I'm hopeful and anxious to hear that the sacrifice is being shared among the various different levels of government within Wayne County.
While top officials in the Wayne County Executive's office have not seen their pay cut in the pandemic, some members of the CEO's staff have been subject to furloughs, though they are not the higher earners in the county. They include 2 executive assistants with salaries under $65,000 and 3 project consultants whose salaries are in the $20,000 or $30,000 range. Now, in a statement, Assistant County CEO Khalil Rahal said that he is not ruling out future cuts to top government leaders such as himself in the future, just not right now. Everything, he said, is on the table. We're live in Detroit tonight. I'm Ross Jones. Dave, back to you.
Ross, thank you. I know you'll continue to follow that story for us. Carolyn?